Hello, I'm Devin, your wine club coordinator here at Raymond Vineyards, and I'm with Stephanie Putnam again, our winemaker, and we're going to go through your November 2013 Reds Only Wine Club selections. The first wine in this month's wine selection is going to be the 2009 Reserve Selection Cabernet.
So this is our flagship wine, and hopefully everyone's had a chance to visit the winery, and hopefully come out during harvest, because at that point you can really see all the little details that we do behind the scenes to make this wine extra special. And one of the things that we do is we individually berry sort, and that means the grape clusters arrive to the winery, goes through a destemmer to pull the grapes off the stem, and then it goes onto a big long sorting belt, and we have a bunch of people that are over the sorting belt pulling out all the little things that are imperfect. We don't want any raisins, we don't want any stem jacks, little pieces of the stems, we don't want any berries that aren't perfectly developed. And by doing that step of individually sorting through all of the berries, we're able to create the purest fruit expression into the tank. And I think that this wine has, right now actually, it's got so much amazing milk chocolate, it makes me want a chocolate bar. But it also has some amazing, almost like a blackberry, think of it as you're walking through a blackberry bush when you're about to make some blackberry pie.
Bramble.
It's like kind of the bramble and the fresh blackberries, a little bit of that chocolate, very
Delicious.
soft finish.
The next wine in your club shipment is going to be the 2010 Calistoga Cabernet.
So this wine is a wine that you could either drink now if you'd like, or you could actually age this for 15, 20 years. It's still very much a baby. It comes from a very warm appellation within Napa Valley, so you're going to have a lot of very upfront bright fruit. It's got a lot of boysenberry and blackberry, almost very perfumey. It's a very soft wine on the palate. It does have some tannins because it is a young wine, but there's a great length to this wine that kind of carries it seamlessly through to the finish.
This is the 2010 Calistoga Cabernet, and we just sent to our club members the 2009. So this is now the second vintage that we've done in the Calistoga AVA. And what would you say the differences are
Between the two
between
vintages?
the two?
I think 2009 was a vintage that was a more elegant vintage, and I think 2010 is a cooler climate, so for me it's a vintage that has more structure and inherent tannins to it. It was a vintage that was late to develop in their fermenters, but a wine that after about 6 months really blew my socks off.
Yes.
I was very impressed with how the wine is aged and how it's come out. So it's actually one of my favorite vintages of the two that we've made of Calistoga.
Well, great, and we look forward to future vintages of this wine as well. The last wine in your shipment for this month is going to be the 2009 Generations Cabernet.
And we always like to save the best for last, and I think this '09 Generations is just a beautiful, seamless wine. It's our first vintage, really, with Jean-Charles Boisset as the owner, and I think with this wine you really see what we've been doing behind the scenes in order to really step up the wine quality. It's a wine that perfectly marries the three appellations of St. Helena, Oakville, and Rutherford. Rutherford, our home estate, very masculine wines. St. Helena is a little warmer than Rutherford, a little bit more of a sweeter tannin, almost a red fruit-driven wine. And then Oakville's one that's very broad across the palate. So I think with this Generations wine, especially this particular vintage, we've blended those three appellations together seamlessly to create a stunning wine.
And this wine was 95 points in Wine Spectator. So
95 points in Spectator. I
Kudos.
believe it was 94 points in Enthusiast as well. So we're getting a lot of recognition for what we've been doing.
Well, we're very happy to share it with our club members this month, and happy holidays.
Happy holidays!